Forecast from meteorologist Nakandra Norwood.
So we'll all have to note the date so that we can remember for our future trivia. November 12th, last penny minted. Here's our view back towards downtown. Superdome highlighted in blue. I'm in blue. Pelicans are heading into the Smoothie King Center tonight. Hopefully we can get a win going. It's a beautiful night. We continue to see very comfortable temperatures out there. We are in the warming trend now, so the evening in the 60s, not too bad. Dew points have come up significantly now, 55, so much more moist air around here. You look all across the region, it's still in the 70s. Back out to the west, the sun's just going down. So as soon as that sun angle gets a little bit lower, those temperatures are going to fall as well. We've got our 24-hour temperature change. So look how much warmer we are at this hour than we were at the same time yesterday. Almost 20 degrees in a lot of locations. Look at that, 19 at Galliano, 18 at Bay St. Louis. So we are expecting to see that warm up continuing. So the 74 we had today, we're going to knock that up a couple of degrees as you head into the weekend. Overnight lows, not nearly as cold. It was still chilly this morning. All those 30s. You needed your coat. Waiting for the bus this morning at Bogalusa or Hammond. Even if you're in Belle Chase, 38, it's a little bit chilly. But now, with that breeze coming in off the water, we are starting to see things warm up a little bit. The moisture levels coming up. To talk about, you know, the temperatures being warmer. A lot more moisture in the air. Dew points. I know a lot of people get like, wait, what's the dew point? That is the temperature that the air has to reach in order to see the dew forming. And all you really need to know about this is it's a lot warmer than it was at the same time yesterday, which means there's a lot more moisture in the air. We're actually going to be going a little bit humid here heading into the weekend and the start of next week. And I know for some of us, you'd really like to see some rain with that. We've been very dry. Not quite there, though. Now, what we might see, though, is a fog threat. We're going to be looking at the low chance here that you do have to run into some foggy conditions to start your mornings out. Tomorrow morning, Friday morning, could maybe even see the sea fog. We've lowered those water temperatures a bit. And then even into Saturday morning. So that's something that we're going to be on the watch for. Here's how the models paint it out, where wee hours of the morning, you start to see those visibility levels coming down. And it's the red patches that I really want you to focus on. Those are the areas where you're more likely to run into a spot where it's just really hard to see, and you may really need to slow it down or take some extra time. We're going to look for it again Friday morning. This is right before sunrise, and as you get into the deeper part of the morning, 8, 9 o'clock, we should see that lifting pretty quickly. But it is something to be aware of as you're headed to bed tonight. You might want to wake up a little bit extra early and check in with Zach Verdella tomorrow morning. Make sure that there's no issues on the roadways. Christy Coleman will give you that update. Here's your extended forecast. 80s for highs here. By the time you get into the start of next week, we're going to be well above normal once again. Our long-term averages are now in the lower 70s, but we're kind of changing up on that trend. We've been on the roller coaster, downs and ups, downs. We're going to be swinging back up again. And that's what happens when you're in the transition part of the season. But I know when's the next front? Everybody wants to know. We're going to get another good one in before Thanksgiving. We may, but it is right now, we're on the cusp. We got a long stretch here where I think we're going to be on the warmer side. We're going all the way 7 days out, a week from today. And then maybe we start to see the cold setting up again and get that front in here towards the end of next week. And then, you know, we're talking about it today. It was like maybe a little early for Thanksgiving. Maybe we get the cold in and then we start to get on the rebound before you get to the holiday. But it's a long way off, and we'll keep watching it. In the meantime, it's high pressure in place, sinking air. This is what's going to keep us on the warm side over the next several days. And if you're looking for rain, when we said, okay, 7 days out, maybe we get a front in here, but it still doesn't look like a whole lot of rain. Next storm system stays well to our north. Storminess stays well to the north, and maybe we can get a spotty shower or two in going into Tuesday or Wednesday next week, but it's kind of a long shot. Not a whole lot of coverage, even if we do manage to get some of that rain going, so that'll be something to watch. No rain tonight, but we hope it's raining threes in the Smoothie King Center. That's what we're going to work on. Really beautiful evening, though, if you are headed out. And also, some folks may be trying to head out to some of the darker parts of the sky. A lot of pictures last night with those northern lights. Now, this is your forecast from NOAA. That's where you would be able to see it with the naked eye, but a lot of folks had success. They're giving us the same rating, that G4 rating, through this evening. So this is a view to the north. We still got a little of the color from the sunset, so we'll see.
Clouds,
You know,
I guess it's a function too of clouds.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of cloud cover. That's not going to be a big problem tonight. Some of that's going to mix out here as we lose that heat. So,
And a tip from a pro, which we mentioned earlier, not me,
Okay.
but somebody who does. Take your camera when you point it north and hold it steady, and you may find, oh, there they are. And
So
you
even
kinda
if you're
see-
not seeing it with your eye, you're
even if
saying
you're not seeing it,
the
you may find the
cameras-
camera will pick it up.
they got a little bit broader span on the light wavelengths that they can pick up.
Very scientific explanation. Thanks, Nicandra.